If you know me in real life, get out of here. Stop watching. Just get out. Don't spoil Christmas for yourself. Get out of here. Hello. I am back. I'm so excited to be filming again. It's been a while. I've still been crocheting. Guys, I've been knitting like a lot. And I don't have a tutorial ready for you quite yet, but while I'm working on my projects this holiday season, I always like to watch people's pattern roundups and stuff. I love knowing other people's business and knowing what they're giving as gifts, what they want to receive as gifts, knowing everybody's holiday plans. I love all that. So I thought I would do one of my own. So I would like to share with you guys today the projects that I hope to complete, the gifts that I hope to give to people, the handmade gifts that I hope to give to people this year for Christmas. I do not expect to be actually making everything on this list. This is kind of just like in a perfect world, if I could get everything done, these are the things that I would make. Most of them I'm going to try to make. It is a long list, so like buckle up. I'm gonna try to rapid fire them a little bit, but I'm also gonna give you some insight on like why I think they might be good gifts for these people. So maybe it'll inspire you to maybe, if you have somebody similar in your life, you can steal some of my ideas. A lot of these things are on Ravelry. I will have them all in a bundle named December Plans, and I will link that down below. If they're not on Ravelry, they are probably on Etsy or like their own website. I've got a combination of knitting crochet patterns and also a couple of sewing patterns actually. So I'll have everything linked down below. Like I said, anything on Ravelry will be in that December Plans bundle. And then other things will be just linked individually and labeled in the description. And also, like, a bunch of these are free. Not all of them. I would say, like, not even half of them. But a lot of them are free. And I will let you know which ones are free and which ones are not. So grab a cozy bev. I've got some extra strong diesel coffee in my ponycorn mug from, I think it's like Mesiree Ceramics. I got this at Renfest this year, and I just look at it. It's so cute. They're on Etsy, so I will link those folks down in the description for you because these actually make really great gifts. Grab your bev, get cozy, have a project. Let me know what you're working on down below, and let's get started. Here we are. So I'm going to start with what I plan to make for my friends. So I am in 2 D&D campaigns right now. One of them is like with my husband and his siblings and my brother. The other one is again with my husband and with a bunch of friends that he met at work, and they're just like really awesome and wonderful, and we've all gotten together and started playing D&D, and it's so fun. We've been so into it for like a couple months now. But I would like to make my friends little dice bags. Little pouches and things like this are also really good for giving gifts to people. Put some like candy in it, or like a gift card, or a pair of socks, or like small little things, you know? And then they have this beautiful bag to use afterwards. So that's like super nice. This pattern in particular, Drawstring Bag by Janet D. Russell. This pattern is free. It is a knitting pattern. I have made like a bunch of these before. They're really nice. They work up pretty quickly. It's really easy to also like customize it to like make it bigger or smaller. It is made in one size, but it's just very easy to alter based on like what you need it to be. So this is one option for dice bags. My second option is also free, and it is also knit. It is the Ditty Bags pattern by Maya Disco. This one is pretty similar. I like that it has different options for the like little bottoms here. I think those are super cute. And I also like this picot edge. I've never tried that before. So yeah, it's just another free option. So that's really cute. My final option for the dice bags are these drawstring pouches by Jeanette Bagley. This is a crochet pattern and it is available for free. I liked the shell pattern on this one because we have a couple of Dragonborn players and I have made those like alligator stitch pouches before, but I feel like that fabric has too many like holes in it to be an effective dice bag unless you line it. And it's also really fiddly and it like takes a long time. The effect is really cool and it looks like super good, but it just isn't as like efficient as I would like it to be, you know what I mean? So I think this is a really good option. It kind of has like that scale looking effect. But I think it would be easier to do. And yeah, they're really cute. And again, it's free. Like it's just another free bag option. So yeah, those are my plans for my friends. There are some people who have already gotten bags from me, and I'm gonna prioritize those who have not gotten a bag from me. So depending on how much time I have, I will be making 4 to 7 of these bags. Probably 4 because I got a long list, guys. You see how long this video is, you know. So the next person on my list is my mom. I always find her really easy to shop for, really easy to plan for. The hardest part is actually like narrowing down on what I actually want to do for her because I know her really well. She's my mom. She is the kind of person, she loves lots of like bright colors, in your face colors. She just likes fun, like knick-knacky kind of things. She likes Nightmare Before Christmas. She likes like ghosts and spooky things. Ooh. So it's always really fun and really easy to find like again like just a bajillion different options for her. So here is what I've come up with. The first thing is this garden cardigan by Anke Strick. I've actually started it. This is a knitting pattern. It is $7.57 USD. It's like this really beautiful like lace pattern. It looks really like light. So it's like the kind of cardigan that you can like wear all year depending on the weather. I asked her what she wanted, like if I were to make her something, what would she want? And of course she said a fucking sweater. So I was like, God damn it. So I found this yarn. Oh, it looks a lot bigger in person and it also is like a lot brighter in person. It is Big Twist Boho. It's in the color Sunset Memories and I just saw this and I was like, oh my god, my mom would love these colors. It is 80% acrylic, 15% wool, and 5% mohair. So like all that acrylic will make it like a really low maintenance option, I think, like an easy clean option, which is important for her. She's a busy gal. It doesn't look like much right now. I've got it on my needles at the moment. I've never done any lace before, but I think it's turning out pretty well. The pattern is just repeated over and over again, so it's very easy to memorize. I've just been trying to like crack away at it every day a little bit. You do have to count your stitches, so I tend to try to do this one when nobody else is home. When my husband gets home from work, we're just like talking each other's ears off all night. So yeah, I try to do this one during the day while everybody's away, and I'm just like listening to podcasts and stuff. I was like a little intimidated by it because again, like I'm like a confident beginner knitter. I've made a couple of sweaters, but they've all just been like stockinette, in the round, top down nothing crazy. So I'm pretty darn pleased with myself. Again, with my mom, she likes these crazy colors, so it's always kind of easier to pick the yarn first and then choose a pattern that like suits the yarn, and that's how I found this pattern. I found the yarn first, and then I looked for a pattern that was appropriate. The next pattern for my mom are these Roddin mitts by Ysolda Teague. It is a knitting pattern. It is $7.89 USD, and my mom loves a fingerless glove. She just does. I don't know. Looking at these, I kind of want to make them for myself. These are really cute. They look super cozy. They seem pretty easy to make. They're made with worsted yarn, so that's like really nice. They probably work up really quickly. It is all ribbed, but it's just for your hands. It's not gonna be like huge or anything, so I'll probably make them in like some crazy stupid color. I have actually the craziest yarn stash ever. Oh my gosh, maybe that'd be a fun video to like go through my yarn stash with me, because it's crazy, guys. Let me know if you want that down below. Anyway, I have so much yarn. I'm thinking I'll probably do like a fucking like slime green kind of weird thing. She loves that color and I do too. So I definitely have like a weird green somewhere. These look so cozy. And I love making a mitten. I am the only person in my house that fucks with mittens, though. I really wish anyone I knew liked mittens as much as I do, but this is a good compromise. These are almost mittens. Guys, this pattern, when I saw it, I was like, shut the fuck up. That is so cute. And it's free, okay? It's a crochet pattern. We all have scraps that we need to use up, especially after all these projects that we're doing for the holidays, and these are so cute. And my mom loves to like decorate her desk with like little seasonal things and little knickknacks and stuff, so I will definitely be making these for her. And this one, I know I can crank this out real quick. I could leave this off till like Christmas Eve if I wanted to, I think, and I might. So now, my other mom, my mother-in-law, she's the kind of gal who kind of values like utility. She likes things that are like, she'll get a lot of use out of them, or like maybe just something small and nice that she can hang on her wall and look at. So um with that in mind, my plans for her are the Merrymaker Snowflakes by Julia Hart. This is a free pattern. It's crochet. They're just these super cute little snowflakes. I'm gonna block them, starch them so they like keep their shape nice. So I plan to make a few of these and string them on to like some string lights. And yeah, she'll have some pretty holiday garland that can stay up all winter, honestly. Like they're not even just Christmas decorations. Anyway, that's that. The next one for her is also a free crochet pattern. These are the Christmas Baubles by Carmen Heffernan. These are so cute, and you can make them in like whatever colors you want. I'm gonna go shopping with my husband. Or like we'll just look at what I have in my stash, see what colors work. Ooh, I love this colorway. That's very pretty. They look like oranges. I'm getting distracted now. But they're like so beautiful, and you can make so many different color combinations. They look really quick. I'm thinking of doing just like a set of like 4 of them in like a cute little box or something. Quick, easy, so pretty. So that's what my mother-in-law will be receiving for Christmas. Now we move on to a category. I call it the men because it's like the dads and my brother-in-law. Bro, I don't ever fucking know what to get for these guys. Usually we go with something like funny for my brother-in-law because he's got a great sense of humor, but like the dads, I'm really like lost on. I'm kind of like thinking on the spot here. There's a pattern that I'm also making for my brother that I will probably actually also make for my brother-in-law. So when I get to my brother's category, I will let you know. For the dads, I'm kind of thinking, because my father-in-law is like an outdoorsy kind of guy, and my dad takes lots of walks. Like even in the winter, he's out walking everywhere. So for the dads, I was kind of thinking either the Moby Neck by Petite Knit. It's a knitting pattern. It is $7.35 USD. It's very pretty. I've never tried cables before, so it is a little ambitious, but it's smaller than like a full sweater. I feel like this is a good way to like learn how to do cables because it's not huge and it's so pretty. But another option for another like kind of cowl thing is the Dual Cowl by Maxim Sear. It is 673 USD and it is a knitting pattern. I would probably just do it in one color, honestly. I think it's kind of fun that you have the option to like flip it and like have a totally different look. So this is my second option. If the cables are just like not fucking working for me, this is a really good second choice. It's ribbed, it's nice, it's textured. So my first choice is this Moby Neck by Petite Knit, because like just look at it. It's so pretty. And I also have my eye on the Moby sweater by Petite Knit. I really want to make that for myself. I feel afraid because of the cables. I've never tried them before. So another thing about Petite Knit is I made the cloud sweater. I think that's what it's called. I thought the pattern was really well written. The instructions were clear. I trust her. And I just think this is so pretty. It's so pretty. I want to make it really bad. That's kind of like my only lead for the men. If you have a similar problem, let me know in the comments so that I don't feel so alone. But if you have a solution to this problem, I know I'm not the only one who needs help. So please, if you have like a go-to gift for like dads or like dudes who are hard to shop for, please let me know. I feel like hats is kind of a no-brainer, but like if I told you how many hats I've gifted to my father, you'd be like, wow, that's a lot of hats, because I've gifted him a lot of hats. My next category, my sisters-in-law. I have two of them. One is a handful of years older, one is a handful of years younger. It's just girl stuff. And also this is a fun category because my sisters-in-law are cool ladies. They're very fun. So the first thing, actually, I've already made two of these. These are the Aava-panta by Tia Holm. They're like these very cute headbands. They're very basic. This is a knitting pattern and it is free. I've already made two of them. One of them I made for myself because free patterns sometimes I feel like sometimes I can be a little sketchy because they're free, right? So it's like it's not required to be like the most in-depth, like beautifully written pattern, you know what I mean? But this one's really simple, super straightforward. This one I actually think I will be gifting to my elder sister-in-law. I asked my husband, I was like, do you think your sister would use this? And he was like, yeah, I could see her wearing it. So that's good enough for me. I do feel like I've seen her wear like headband type things, and she has curly hair. It's maybe not the most comfortable to like shove it up in a hat all the time. So it's nice to have an option to keep your little ears warm. That isn't like a full ass hat that's gonna like fuck up your hair. That is actually already done. So we love to see that. The second thing I'm considering, I have a couple of things. I don't think I'll make all of them. I might keep this pattern in particular in my back pocket for like a birthday or something because it's really cute and I think she would like it. This is the Romanticist's Bandana by Meredith Campbell. It's a very cute headband. It looks like this pattern is made with some eyelets. So like it seems pretty simple and it's really cute. This green is so cute. I could definitely see her wearing one in green. She gardens, so it's always good to have something on your head to protect your scalp from the sun. So this is a good gift for like the gardener in your life, I think. Again, I might keep this one in my back pocket because I also have this one. The Just Headscarf by Marina Charushina. Karushina. It is $3.42 USD, and it is a knitting pattern again. This is an interesting one because it says it can be made to like any gauge, any kind of yarn. So that's kind of exciting. And this looks again like really nice for just like keeping your hair out of your face when you're like outside. If you make it out of cotton too, it won't like necessarily get super hot. It'll keep you cool and protect your scalp from the sun. I could see myself making both of these patterns for myself and for like everybody else in the world because they're very cute. This next pattern is like kind of wild. I don't really know what else to say other than like we all know a shrimp girl. You know what I mean? These are the Shrimply the Best socks by Stone Knits. They are $5.89 USD, and it is a knitting pattern. I have started them. I'm going to show you right now. Unfortunately, I don't know. I kind of feel like I need to start them over. They just seem a little big. But maybe they're not big. Maybe I'm just thinking about it too much. I think I need to just like finish the sock and block it and like see how I feel about it then. But this is my first time ever doing color work. Got all my floats on the inside, and I'm actually really pleased with how it's coming out. I don't even give a shit about fucking shrimps, but I want some. These are sick. She's gonna love these. I love this pattern. I think it's really well written. It's very easy to understand. Again, this is my first time ever doing color work knitting, and I feel like in the pattern itself there are like linked resources to tutorials for like securing your floats and like how to knit jogless stripes for like the ankle and the foot and stuff. And yeah, it's just a really well written pattern, and I'm very impressed. And their Ravelry like store, I don't know what you call it because I'm kind of new to Ravelry, honestly. They have some really cute designs. So like these ones, I'm so obsessed with these ones. I will 100% be purchasing like a bajillion of their sock patterns. So, and my next entry are these little chicken amigurumi keychains by Mariska Voss Bowman. This is a free crochet pattern, guys, and look how cute these are. My eldest sister-in-law has chickens. My younger sister-in-law had chickens. I might turn them into little ornaments, like I might secure them on like the outside of a box or something like that, like just as a little decoration. Or like maybe I'll make it a keychain. I don't, you know what? I'll make it a keychain. In my experience, if you gift somebody a keychain or like a little tiny like crochet trinket, they're gonna flip out. Even adults. You think like, oh, maybe this is a little stupid. No, people are gonna love it. Make adults stuffed animals and plushies and keychains and trinkets. Nobody else gets them cool stuff like that, so be the cool one. My next category is my brother. He's again like kind of an easy one, but he's also like kind of a wild card. I have some weird, some kind of weird patterns for him. So the first one is actually on Etsy, so this is not going to be found on Ravelry, but again, it will be linked down in the description below. It is a crochet pattern. Oh my god, you see my cart. Spoilers, don't look. This is the crochet pattern Chubby Devil Monster Demon Crochet Pattern, Cute Kawaii Crochet Pattern, Spooky Crochet Pattern by Handmadebylexii. I have made a bunch of these already because they're so cute. I actually have one that I made for myself, and I will show you. Look how cute he is. Doesn't that just kill you? Look his butt, his little tail and everything. Oh, he's so cute. At night, I sit in that chair with this guy and I play Stardew Valley on my Switch. So I have made a couple of these for some craft shows. They're very popular. But yeah, I was specifically asked for one of these by my brother. I'm considering making it in like a weird color, like a, again, like that slime green that we Marquettis, I guess, just love. But yeah, I don't know. I might just stick with like this classic red. It's a well-written pattern. I can vouch for this one. I already purchased it, and I have used it a couple of times. Everything's very clear. So that was the Chubby Devil Monster. The next pattern I'm going to show you for my brother. And thinking about it, I'm like definitely going to make one of these for my brother-in-law too, because we all play D&D together. This is the 8-pocket dice bag tutorial by Wandering Hare. It is $5 USD. It's on Etsy. It'll be linked below. It is a sewn pattern, has good reviews, and it looks pretty straightforward. So I'm not that worried about it. It's just like a massive dice bag that has like 8 pockets. You can organize your dice, or if you're a menace, you can just throw them all in the middle. My brother and I, this must be genetic. I have bought fabric for this already for my brothers, but I only recently, recently as in like 10 minutes ago, decided to make one of these for my brother-in-law as well, so I don't have the fabric for that for him. But I'll show you the fabric I picked out for my brother. For the exterior, I got this weird kind of like faux suede. It's just black, but it's a remnant, so I got it like basically for free. And then for the lining, I got this like crazy Beetlejuice sandworm material. And again, it's that fucking green. I also bought the other supplies that I'll need, like cord and stuff, but that's like boring, so like I won't show you. That is everything I have for my brother. Moving on to my husband. The first thing are these mini tulip pots by Lily's Lyric. These are free, a free crochet pattern, and they are just stinking cute. He has an office job. He's not like a decorator or anything. We went to the Netherlands this year, and we both got little tulip keychains. And we also brought back tulip bulbs that we planted in some containers. We have them outside right now. So we're very excited for the springtime to see them come up. So I thought this would just be a cute little knickknack for his desk. It's small. I can probably use some scrap that I already have to make these. And again, they're just stinking cute. If you have somebody who works an office job, they could use a cute little trinket on their desk. I recommend these. They're very cute. Oh my god, and there are other ones. There's a sunflower pot, also free from Lily's Lyric. This one's $2, but it's like a hanging plant. Adorable. I'm gonna check this shop out later because these are really cute. The next thing for my husband is the Remedy hat from Alicia Plummer. It is a knitting pattern. It is $7 USD. He actually, months ago, I was like, Jacob, if I were to make you something for Christmas, what would you want? And he went, a really nice hat. And we went on Pinterest and I was like, what kind of hat? And he actually picked this one out. He's probably forgotten about it by now, which is great for me. When we went to the Netherlands, I, of course, had to go to a yarn shop, and I had him pick out the yarn that I will use to make this hat. So he picked these. They're both wool. We've got Novita and... oh, they're actually both Novita wool, but this one says Wonder Wool, and this one is Seven Brothers. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He picked these colors, which is excellent because they are very high contrast. I think that this will just look so pretty in that blue and white that he picked. This calls for a sport weight, and this is not sport weight yarn, but he has a real big head, so I think we'll be just fine. And I'll maybe like size down my needles to get gauge or get closer to it anyway. Doesn't matter. It'll be fine. I know it'll be fine. Yeah, this is a really pretty pattern. I am excited to try it out. So yeah, on to the next. This is kind of a stretch goal. I definitely don't think that I'm gonna be able to finish this before Christmas, but I would like to make the melange sweater by Petite Knit. This is a knitting pattern. It's $7.35 USD. It's just like a good sweater. I like this, what is it called? Like a double folded neckline. I've never done that before, but it looks really nice. This man living in my house does not even like own a knit sweater, like not even like a Walmart like machine knit sweater. Huh? So sometimes he borrows mine. I just want to make him like a nice sweater. I actually already picked the yarn for it. It is the Re-Spun 100% recycled polyester. I got it at Joann's. It feels nice and soft. I've made 2 sweaters for myself. One is like a raglan and the other one is like I said, the cloud sweater from Petite Knit. And they are both made with wool and mohair, and I really like them. Some people do not fuck with wool, and I totally understand that. So like that's something to keep in mind when you're making things for other people. Some people really just do not fuck with the texture of most wools. I got it in acrylic because the price mainly, and also I'm just like not 100% sure that he'll fuck with like wearing a sweater all the time. So I don't want to spend like a ton of money on something that he like might not like that much. So it's kind of like a test. If he really loves this sweater, then I'll probably in the future invest in like a nicer yarn and like make him another one. You know what I mean? I have actually one last like stretch goal for my husband, and this one is a little unhinged, but oh my god, literally just the other day he said, you know, I got like so cold at work today. I had to put my coat on. And I was like, oh my god, do you want like an office blanket? And he was like, actually, yeah, that sounds really nice. And I was like, yes, because I swear to God, guys, I've been looking for any reason to make this pattern. Any reason. This is the Dragonscape mosaic crochet blanket pattern. It is $9.86 USD. It is on Etsy. This is just the coolest shit ever. I have never done mosaic crochet before. I'm really excited to try. And this blanket is crazy. It just looks so cool. And like I love the little star details. So beautiful. So I will probably prioritize this over the sweater selfishly because I really want to make this. And this will be his work blanket. And then I'll make another one for home. But it's just like so perfect because we've been so into D&D lately. We got really into Baldur's Gate. See my Astarian crochet plush tutorial. We got really into Baldur's Gate, and like through that, we got really, really into D&D. So this is like the perfect opportunity to make this blanket. God, it's just so gorgeous. It's just so beautiful. I'm very excited. And I don't know. It's the kind of project I feel like where it looks like it's going to take forever, but you just get so into it that you kind of rip through it. Do you ever have projects like that? I feel like this is going to be one of those. And it's only 2 colors. You could probably do like a bunch of colors with it if you wanted to, but I think it looks great in this blue and white. So with that is actually my Christmas list. I'm not finished yet though, because I do have a handful of personal projects that I like to keep on deck to keep me going. I like to be making things all the time, right? But you get tired. You need to take breaks. So like I take breaks from projects with other projects. It's nice to have like a sewing project to break up all of this like yarn stuff. You know what I mean? So I have a couple of personal projects that I will be working on just little by little in between all of my Christmas shenanigans. And this is my first one. I'll link this down below. Again, it's a free sewing pattern. It is one size. But she shares her measurements, and it seems like the kind of thing that's probably pretty easy to customize for like whatever measurements you need. It is also like very oversized. This should fit like a pretty wide range of people. So yeah, again, it's just a free pattern. I've thrifted 2 tablecloths recently, thinking like, oh, I could make like skirts out of these, right? I got these tablecloths. I thrifted them. Oh my god. I thrifted them for $5 a piece. This is the first one. This is kind of like russet orange color. And then I've got this like mustard yellow one. It looks a little green on camera, but I think that's just for my Christmas lights. It is a very like nice mustardy, like kind of more like marigold yellow, I would say. I got them for $5 a piece. They're pretty big, and they are both linen and cotton. Like, can you believe? So I think these will be perfect. I would love to be able to incorporate these little, like, I don't know, would you call them eyelet details? Because they both have them in one way or another. These ones are a little bit bigger and more dramatic, but I'd love to incorporate them somehow if I'm able. I'd also like to put in pockets, but if I have enough fabric, I'll put in pockets. We'll see. So that's a personal project. I feel like I can probably get that one done in like a day. My next personal project is actually my 2024 temperature blanket. It's not so much a temperature blanket, it's more of a reading blanket. I'm tracking my reading. I have been tracking it very religiously in my notebook. If you'd like a video about how I do my temperature blanket, it's like kind of a perfect time of year to do one of those, because I can show you how I set up mine, and then you're set up to start yours in January for 2025. So let me know if you'd like that. Anyway, I have like all my numbers and my data. All of that's correct and stuff. But I haven't updated my temperature blanket, like the actual blanket, since like April. And at the time of posting this, it's December. So I'd like to have that done kind of like beginning of January, just so that like I don't have to think about it anymore. I'll show you what I have done so far. This is my temperature blanket right now. That bottom blue part is from January. I was reading Jane Eyre. And the green is like fantasy. I read a lot of red is horror. And there's like a little bit of yellow, that's nonfiction. And there's a little bit of purple, that's romance. So that's my temperature blanket. It's very pretty. I separate the months by with these like baubles. So actually I've gotten to March, not April. So just the beginning of March though. Now my last personal project, I actually don't have a pattern for it just yet. I just have the yarn. I found this K and C yarn. It's in this pretty like mint color. What's it called? It's called Honeydew. That's so cute. But it's like this very nice, cute, soft green color. It's like an alpaca blend. Baby alpaca, merino, and polyamide. It is so soft. And I'm so excited to make something with it. But I don't know what. So I didn't grab a ton of it because it wasn't like super expensive, but it was kind of expensive. So I'm thinking I kind of want to make like a kind of turtleneck slip over with like no sleeves. If you have any recommendations for a pattern like that, I'm looking for like a fairly beginner friendly knitting pattern. If you have any recommendations, please let me know down below. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that this like inspired you a little bit to make some Christmas gifts for people. Please let me know like what you're making for people for Christmas in the comments below. Like I said, I'm like a nosy bitch. I love knowing what people are up to for the holidays. So like let me know. Do you have any like really unhinged craft projects? One year for Christmas, I made my brother-in-law like a Snuggie out of like monster truck fleece. That was a really fun one. I made my husband a long Furby one year. If you'd like to give me a gift, hit that subscribe button and subscribe. I'll be back here next week. I'll be doing a cute little crafting vlog, and I'm gonna be showing you how much progress I've made in my Christmas gift marathon. If you would like to see that next week, definitely hit the subscribe button. I am hoping in the future to be streaming on Twitch more. And speaking of Twitch, you might have noticed that I have changed the name of this YouTube channel. I have actually changed all of my socials to Beth's Trinketry. My website, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, everything is Beth's Trinketry now, just to make it all easier to keep track of, all that stuff. I hope to start streaming on Twitch more, doing some crafting streams. So fun. Maybe I can do a cute little co-working stream every now and again. Follow me over there if you'd like to. Anyway, I'm gonna stop chatting your ear off. I'm gonna be making some of these Christmas presents now. So I will see you next week. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I'll see you later. Bye. Guys, when my husband and we went to the Netherlands in October. Can you believe? But we got tattoos, and the tattoo studio, they gave us these sick bags. If you're ever in Amsterdam and you're wanting to get a tattoo, check out Tattoo Studio Friendship. They're very friendly. Friendship. They're very nice. I got this lady. Can you see her? She's so pretty. We went to see Taylor Rubin. Again, if you happen to be in Amsterdam and you want a tattoo, definitely go to Tattoo Studio Friendship. Okay? Okay. Can you hear that? Hello? Oh, thank you. He brought me his mouse toy. Thank you very much. That's very brave of him. Can you hear it? It's one of those mouse toys that like it has like a battery in it and it makes like a squeaky sound, but the battery is dying, and so whenever they bump it, it goes for like 30 seconds. Cool. The next pattern for my mom is also a knitting pattern. Oh my god, I wasn't sharing my screen. Anyway. You do have to count to make sure that you're not like, sorry, I'm the queen of squeaky chairs, okay? You do have to count, so like I tend to try to do, sorry about my chair, fuck. But yeah, so like, my Tamagotchi is hungry. If he really likes it, my camera just fucked off for a second, sorry. Yeah, I categorized Jane Eyre as just like general like fiction, but if I could go back in time, I would recategorize it maybe as a romance. But I don't know, it's so much more than a romance, you know what I'm saying? It's my favorite book of the year anyway.